Equipped with a facial disc that funnels sound like a satellite dish, this silent killer detects prey through acoustic precision alone, turning the night into its deadly domain. Asymmetrical ears allow it to triangulate sounds with deadly accuracy, even in complete blackness.
The mouse senses something amiss in the stillness, but the owl's specialized feathers muffle every wing beat. With velvet-like fringes on its feathers absorbing turbulence, the owl approaches undetected, the perfect stealth predator.
Sensing in the shift in air or a faint shadow, the field mouse explodes into desperate evasion. Zigzag
Talons forward like grappling hooks, the owl commits to the plunge, its silent flight allowing last-second adjustments guided purely by the rustle of fleeing prey.
The first strike misses by millimeters. The impact shakes the ground, but the mouse protean evasion buys precious seconds in this high-stakes duel.
Undeterred, the silent assassin goes statue still, using hypersensitive hearing to wait for the mouse's hunger forces the mouse into the open once more. A fatal mistake against a predator that thrives on the tiniest betrayal of sound. Detecting the rustle, the owl leaps again, faster, more precise. This time the Night Stalker will not miss. 8 razor-sharp talons form an inescapable prison. The mouse's struggle is futile against the overwhelming force of the silent killer. A precise bite to the spine dispatches the prey instantly. The owl's tactics ensure a clean, efficient kill. Victory secured, the silent assassin devours its prize whole. Fuel for another night of relentless hunting in the shadows. Sated but ever vigilant, the barn owl melts back into the night, a master of stealth tactics that tips the scales in the eternal war for survival. In this brutal cycle, the field mouse fights with speed and cunning, but against the owl's silent precision.
The heart-shaped ruff channels high-frequency rodent sounds directly to asymmetrical ears. Evolution's perfect.
The mouse employs unpredictable zigzags, proven against aerial predators, but the owl's mid-flight.
Hovering in place, the assassin refines its auditory map, every tactic honed for the pitch-black battlefield where sound is king. Freezing, a classic rodent tactic, buys time, exploiting the owl's reliance on movement-generated sounds in this deadly game of cat and mouse. Perch and wait. The owl's energy-conserving strategy turns the field into a trap, waiting for the mouse to betray itself once more. Panic overrides caution. The mouse bolts for safety, but in the silence, every step echoes like a beacon to the waiting predator.
Interception calculated. The silent killer anticipates the path, using geometry and sound to corner its elusive prey.
Contact the talons strike true this time, crushing the mouse's defenses in an instant of overwhelming power. No prolonged suffering. The bite severs life swiftly, a hallmark of the barn owl's efficient, merciless hunting style. Prey secured, the victor retreats. Each successful hunt a testament to tactics perfected over millions of years.
Consumption begins. The cycle of life continues. Predator sustained by the fallen and the harsh reality of the wild.
As night fades, the silent assassin rests, victorious once more in the unending survival war.
Tactic versus tactic. Silence and precision clash with speed and unpredictability in nature's most intense nocturnal duel.
The battle never ends. The silent night killer awaits its next victim, forever the undisputed master of the dark. Where other birds betray themselves with every wing beat, the barn owl moves like a shadow, soundless, relentless, unstoppable. In this war, the mouse's best weapons are vigilance and speed. But against absolute silence, even the sharpest senses can fail.
Camouflage and patience. The owl becomes part of the landscape, waiting for hunger to override the mouse's caution.
Survival demands risk. The mouse must eat, even knowing death glides unseen above.
A sound no human could hear, a whisper in the grass, becomes a death sentence pinpointed with lethal clarity.
Gravity assists the descent. Minimal wing movement preserves silence as the assassin closes the gap.
Flying just above the terrain, the owl minimizes its silhouette and maximizes auditory reception in the final approach.
That split second of hesitation, the freeze response, often seals the fate of rodents facing aerial death. Impact. Talons crush and pierce, ending the hunt in a heartbeat of overwhelming precision.
4 toes per foot, each armed with needle-sharp claws.
Subduing first ensures no escape. Efficiency in killing is key to conserving energy in the endless night hunt.
One precise strike to the neck. Death is instantaneous, a mercy born of tactical perfection.
Whole prey ingestion maximizes nutrition, no waste in the brutal economy of survival.
Meal complete, the silent killer prepares to hunt again. Rest is brief in the world of predator and prey.
For every successful kill, dozens escape, but the odds forever favor the master of the dark.
Though owls hunt primarily by sound, acute night vision and sensitivity to heat add layers to their deadly arsenal. Mid-air adjustments showcase extraordinary wing control. Silent flight enables real-time tactical refinement.
Open terrain is a death trap. The mouse bets its life on outrunning the shadow it cannot hear.
Calculated interception, the owl predicts trajectory using sound alone, turning hope into tragedy. Capture complete, speed meets silence, and silence wins again.
Lightweight yet powerful, the barn owl carries its prize away, leaving only silence behind.
Each kill fuels the next patrol. The cycle of predation never pauses in the moonlit fields.
No malice, no joy, only instinct perfected over millennia, the cold gaze of a perfect predator. As night yields to day, the silent assassin retreats, having claimed another life in the eternal struggle.
The battlefield falls quiet, but the war continues. Every night brings new hunts, new battles.
Success rate approaches 90% in ideal conditions. The barn owl is nature's most efficient nocturnal hunter.
Dense cover offers rare sanctuary. Here, the owl's size becomes a disadvantage against tiny, agile prey.
Patience tested, the assassin waits, knowing hunger will eventually draw the survivor out. Time is on the predator's sit. Rodents cannot hide forever in a world that demands they feed.
Survival instinct clashes with survival necessity. One must eventually yield to the other.
The betrayal comes. The tiniest movement in the silence announces dinner to the waiting killer.
Adaptation in action. The owl risks brief noise for a close-quarters strike when opportunity demands.
Even sanctuary fails against determination. Patience and adaptability seal another victory.
No refuge is absolute. The silent killer proves again why it reigns unchallenged as the deadliest shadow in the dark. Ordering, the owl flies low in systematic patterns, sweeping the ground with its acoustic radar, covering vast areas without wasted energy.
Pretense. One ear points upward, the other downward. This offset allows the pinpoint prey in 3 dimensions.
The freeze tactic works against visual hunters, but against an enemy that hunts by ear alone, immobility can become a fatal trap.
Micro-adjustments in flight, the silent assassin homes in, guided by the absence of movement that betrays the hiding prey.
Terminal velocity dive. Silence preserved until the last possible moment, leaving no time for escape.
Strike from above. The frozen prey never hears its doom until iron claws close forever. Another life claimed. No struggle, no warning. The perfect execution of nocturnal ambush tactics. A quick squeeze ends any lingering resistance. Efficiency rules every action of this merciless predator.
Head first for easier passage. The barn owl's digestive system is built to extract every calorie from its nocturnal conquests. One more mouse vanishes from the population. Small losses that sustain the silent ruler of the night.
What cannot be digested is regurgitated. Pellets left behind as silent evidence of countless successful hunts.
Numbers offer some protection. More eyes, more ears. But one lapse is all the assassin needs. Curiosity and hunger pull the young away from safety, a classic vulnerability exploited by the night hunter.
Distance is no barrier. The owl covers ground rapidly while remaining utterly undetectable.
Anticipation and geometry. The owl predicts the escape route and blocks it with lethal precision.
So close to sanctuary, yet the silent killer strikes first, denying refuge in the final moment.
Untaken, the rest warned, but memory is short in the desperate world of survival.
No time for savoring. Each kill is fuel for continued dominance in the endless nocturnal war.
Hours remain before dawn. The assassin's prime hunting window stretches on, relentless and unforgiving.
A new signal. Another life, unknowingly broadcasting its position to the master of silence.
Hovering refines the target. The owl hangs like a deadly drone, processing sound in real time.
Evasion pattern activated. Random turns designed to confuse visual predators. Useless against pure acoustic tracking.
No confusion here. The owl's brain processes sound direction instantly, turning chaos into a predictable path.
Endgame, the silent assassin commits fully, adjusting mid-dive with flawless precision. Contact at speed. Overwhelming force meets fragile prey in the climax of the hunt. Even in chaos, control is maintained, the mark of a predator honed to perfection.
Mercy and speed. Death comes faster than pain in the talons of the Night Stalker. Another victory claimed. The cycle repeats as the moon watches in cold approval.
No roar, no cry, just silence and absence, the true signature of the deadliest hunter in the dark. Even in gusting winds that would betray any other bird, the owl's fringed wings dampen noise. Adversity only sharpens its edge.
Advanced neural processing ignores background chaos. The owl hears only the biological signals that matter in the storm.
The mouse gambles on nature's fury to hide its sounds, but the assassin above has evolved beyond such illusions.